Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome to a new segment of GTS, which is Gundam Lore. It's been a long time coming, but what is Gundam Lore exactly?
We're going to be diving into, well, literally, the lore of Gundam, which go be touching base on anything and everything around the entire Gundam franchise there. It's been long coming, ever since season 1,
Very
right?
long. Yeah, it's been a very long time. But with that said, all the lore that you guys are going to see here today will be taken from GundamFandom.com. The wiki, you guys can go check it out. They have such an extensive collection of everything Gundam. So anything you see here, it's from there. Those guys are doing great work. But to not take any more time, let's look at the question for today. The question for today is, what makes a Gundam a Gundam?
Yeah.
Or to put it in simpler terms, what differentiates a Gundam to other mobile suits?
Yes, and that's a pretty big question out there because, let's be honest, there's a lot of them. There's a ton of them, and from all your different video games, animes, mangas, and last but not least, all the model kits, right?
Yep.
So let's start with a little nitty-gritty. There's multiple timelines. There, unfortunately, is not one universe. There's like a whole meta of all different universes out there. So let's go through a few of them there. And yeah, like our first one, General Purpose Utility Non-Discontinuity Augmentation Maneuvering Weapon System. It's all acronym spelling Gundam. So this was based on the Universal Sentry. Gundams are usually equipped with powerful beam weapons and typical armored in a very special alloy made of Luna titanium at the early stages, but later on it was going to be renamed as Gundarium, which we all love and guess where the name Gundam came from after that point. So, but yeah, that sort of became the really big widespread of it, and it created this big guy, everyone's good old favorite, good old granddaddy, RX-78-2.
All right, yeah, it's such a beautiful looking one. This is the origin version, right?
Yeah, it is. And so, I think we do agree that this one sort of made it to be the best looking one out of the bunch so far.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I don't know. I honestly love this one a lot. But with that said, it's important to understand that even though there are various timelines for a Gundam, they all contain their own definition of the word Gundam and what makes a Gundam. But at the end of the day, they're all essentially the same. So, like for example, this one.
So our next one is based on, let's say, the post-disaster. The post-disaster timeline, the Gundam refers to a mobile suit frame designed in the Calamity War of 300 years ago. A Gundam frame are each powered by a pair of AHAB reactors, which other mobile suits typically only have one. Now, this one is strictly into the IBO, which is Iron Blooded Orphan series, which all based around this big guy we all know and love quite a bit.
Oof. The Barbatos. Yes, it's gorgeous. But I think it's important to note, like Derrick said, this is a powerful suit, which is what makes it a Gundam frame to be specific, because of those two AHAB reactors, like he said. But then we go on to this beautiful acronym, the General Unilateral Neuralink Dispersive Autonomic Maneuver Synthesis System from the Cosmic Era. And if we go deeper into this definition, it says the term Gundam refers to the prototype mobile suits that require powerful mobile suit operational systems. So again, we're really getting into that pattern of power, right? It's the power. And in this case, I'm not going to introduce this suit because this is Derrick's favorite suit.
Oh man, this is the blue dual Gundam. Don't get it mixed up with the regular dual Gundam. This is just better. It's not just extra blue. I love this.
And the point is, this is a very strong one, right? Like, it's not the protagonist one, but it's definitely strong.
Yes.
And it's so pretty.
Oh,
It's so pretty.
I love this. I love how it looks. It's so edgy. So going back.
It really is.
Oh, it is. So our next one, the Anno Domino. Basically, in the Anno Domino timeline, Gundams are generally a mobile suit constructed and used by a private paramilitary organization named Celestial Beings. Although there's like these are really, really cool and neat is that they actually run a GN drive. And this GN drive itself there is sort of the main role in the Gundams that give it superior performance over all other conventional mobile suits. And on top of that, I still gotta highlight this all the time. The GN drives, they operate indefinite period of time. So it doesn't matter how long they've been running. They just keep on going. Never refuel. It's so broken.
Energizer Bunny all over again, but on drugs.
I know.
Look at this guy.
Oh, it's the Quant. It's the double.
I mean, the Quant is... the Quant is a gorgeous suit. We talk about this a lot, and I've asked... I know the viewers out there, they know what our favorite suits are because we mentioned them a lot in the shows. But I almost never talk about the Quant. But I do love this suit design so much, and it's such a strong and powerful. Another pattern, the same pattern actually, just powerful suits. Which in this case, this is a Gundam. But the question is, are these next 3 Gundams?
Yeah. Hey.
The answer is
yes, they are Gundams. These are Gundams all the way through. What is it? We got the Thunderbolt, the good old granddaddy again. And then even this guy, he's the Easy 8, which is just a custom version of a ground type Gundam. Yeah, and they're all Gundams. But
they are. It's important to also note again that these are Universal Century suits. And more than anything, in their respective moment of existence, they are, I could argue and say that they're some of the most powerful ones out there.
Yeah. Well, each one had their own series. Hint, hint.
Exactly. That is true. Ooh, it's like the Gundams are the main protagonist suits most of the times. I say most of the times because, well, is that true? Is it all the time? Has there ever been a series around a suit that's not actually a Gundam?
I'm not going to touch that one. That could be another show.
Ooh, okay. Sneak peek, guys. So the question is, what exactly in the Universal Century don't constitute as Gundam? And these are the guys that don't constitute as a Gundam. The beautiful Zaku. This is Char Zaku. And as beautiful as it is not a Gundam. This is actually the reason, if I'm not mistaken, the reason the Gundam was created was to actually fight against the Zakus.
Yeah.
Because the Federation was getting its butt kicked.
Yeah, the whole development of very powerful mobile suits, and unfortunately, well, to create an answer, that's where really the Gundams came into play. Operation Victory. And then the next guy. Oh, yep.
Sorry, I was gonna say, imagine Char in a Gundam. Just imagine that instead of a Zaku. Like in the beginning. What would have happened to Amuro? Anyway, what is this next one? What is this beautiful one too?
Oh, this is the GM ground type, also from the lovely series 08 MS-08 team. But yeah, sadly, it looks really cool. It looks similar. Sadly, not a Gundam.
It's just a grunt suit, right? So it's made to go out on the front line and die.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as much as I love GMs, that's what they were made for. But what is this little creature over here that's way different than everything else?
Oh, jeez. It's a ball. Let's be honest. That's the farthest thing from a Gundam.
It's technically denominated as a mobile worker.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is not a Gundam. It's not strong. I mean, it is strong. It could definitely beat me up, but compared to other things in its time, not really.
No.
But with all of that said and done, our boy Derrick here has made a really beautiful synthesis on the whole idea of what is the Gundam. So what is it, Derrick?
So here's the final note. A Gundam, it's a much more powerful machine than a normal mobile suit. Something that can change the course of a war, which makes it very valuable. And a Gundam is a high-spec, cutting-edge mobile suit in their own series. The vanguard of technology, I would say the ace of aces. So, long story short, it is a super high-octane like mobile suit that is really, really, really like unrivaled in that reason. And you know what? That is sort of makes it really unreal and cool. And well, I don't know how much more I can say, but that's actually the main part about what makes it into a Gundam, I find. It's like, you know, their prototype.
Good.
Exactly. So
this is good because now we can stop. You know, it's like when my mom saw these for the first time, she was like, oh, a Transformer. And it's like us, we do the same thing and we call everything a Gundam inside a Gundam, but it's really not. So now you, the viewer, can go out and actually call them Gundams, just like I can, because I learned all of this thanks to Derrick. So thank you, Derrick.
No problem, man. But yeah,
we're gonna leave you with a question: is what is your favorite Gundam that actually falls into the category of an actual Gundam? Leave it down in the comments, and maybe we'll feature it in the next episode. We hope you guys are well, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.